Hello Scorpio, my name is Jason Augustus Newcomb, and I'm going to give you a general reading based on the energies flowing through your sign in the month of June 2016. To begin with, the system that I'm going to use is something called Geomancy. It's also often called Terrestrial Astrology. It's one of the oldest divination systems in the world, and a lot of people think it's one of the more accurate divination systems because it asks for wisdom directly from the anima mundi, or soul of the world. To start the reading, we generated 4 mother symbols, and for you, those 4 mother symbols are Acquisitio, Carcer, Puer, and Fortuna Minor. In that order. Those 4 symbols are relatively good. Acquisitio represents gain. It represents things, positive things coming into your life. And Fortuna Minor represents good luck, good fortune, and more good things coming into your life. In between there, we've got Carcer and Puer. Carcer represents feeling confined or trapped, and Puer it means boy, and it represents sort of like impetuous, boyish energy. So that's a little bit less positive. But in general, Puer is slightly negative, not too bad. Carcer is a little bit more on the negative side, but Acquisitio and Fortuna Minor are 2 of the more positive ones. So from those 4 are generated 4 daughters, and from those daughters are generated 4 nieces, and then 2 witnesses, and then 1 judge, and that's the complete geomancy figure. So let's go ahead and switch to the horoscope view of that figure. And so each of those symbols is now on an astrological chart here. And so Acquisitio is in the first house, and the first house represents yourself. It represents the feelings you have about yourself and your way in the world. So it's a very positive. Acquisitio represents gain. It represents positive things coming into your life. And so when you see this card, it represents profit. It represents moving in a positive direction, and so you're feeling very good about yourself this month. And this is going to be a month in which you're really taking action towards making things where you want to go. Now, on the other hand, in actually where you are in your career and where you are in your money, there's a little bit more challenges there. Carcer in the second house, the house of money and finances, represents a little bit of stuckness. There's a little bit of things aren't flowing as they should. It may be that you're holding on too tightly to your money. You may need to invest in things or to put forth money in order to bring money back. That may just be a feeling that you have as well. Things may just be moving along, and you may just sort of be feeling a little bit less comfortable in yourself. As far as your career goes, though, we see Tristitia, which means sadness, loneliness, isolation. Those 2 together tell me that as far as career goes, you're not really living up to your full potential. But on the other hand, we have this Acquisitio in the first house, which means that you're moving in that direction. You're feeling good. You're going to get there. This month may not be the month that absolutely changes everything for you, but you're moving in the right direction. As far as learning and new possibilities go, in the 9th house of philosophy and learning and basically gaining new skills, we see Fortuna Minor, so which is a positive card, which indicates that symbol, not I keep saying card because I'm holding little cards in my hand, and my brain is very simple. The symbol represents a quick, good, positive stuff manifesting in your life. So things are moving in the right direction. They just aren't quite getting where they need to go to get you totally where everything is flowing the way you want it to. Maybe next month. This month is just a process of growing. As far as your health goes, we see Puella in the 6th house of health, and that represents that things are very positive, things are excellent, things are moving in the right direction. So if you've been having a health problem, things are going to be improving. If you are in good health, it's going to continue and just keep flowing that way. As far as your relationship go, the 7th house of partnership, we have Populus, and Populus is a somewhat neutral figure. It represents sort of hunkering down, hominess, tranquility, calmness. if you're in a relationship, it just means that things are going to be in a, you know, nice harmonious place. If you're not in a relationship, it means probably you're not as going out and making things happen as you could. You're staying a little bit isolated yourself. Now, you can change that if you want to. You don't have to feel stuck with this. But the facts are, right now, your energy is a little bit more tranquil and not as like aggressively going after what it is that you want in terms of a relationship. I would say this month is going to be a relatively positive feeling month, although not necessarily making a huge amount of progress forward. It's still going to be a month in which you're feeling good and things are flowing well for you in a lot of ways. The last symbol, Via, represents movement and flow. So things are moving along. They're just not moving along quite as fast as you'd like them to. So that's a general idea of the energies that are moving through your life right now. If you'd like a more personalized reading, go ahead and sign up for my email newsletter mailing list, and you will find out how you can get a totally free personalized mini reading just for you. And I'll talk to you next month.